I feel a shifting. I feel a shifting. Shift with it. Shift, shift, shift.
You have to understand that when you clap your hands, you are sending an alarm into the spirit realm. I need every person that has breath in this room to get your hands together and start putting them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are sending the spirit realm. You are sending a signal to the spirit realm that you are ready to warfare, that you are ready to fight the battle.
Conversations with Israel, and I asked the Lord, what do your worshipers want to know tonight? What do they need from you tonight? What do they need to hear? I want you to tell your neighbor, it's time for war. Let me tell you why it's time for war. There was a moment in 1 Samuel 30 where David asked the Lord, shall I pursue Ziklag to take back my family and my kids? In his inquiry, it took humility to do so. Not to move, even though he had the power to do so, he moved under the unction of the Lord. So right now, the Lord says to you, you may pursue. Everything the enemy stole from you, you can go and pursue. Every ounce of finances that he took from you, you can pursue. Your children you may pursue. Some of you have been inquiring of the Lord for a long time, patiently waiting, praying on your knees nightly. The Lord says you may pursue whatever that is. Whether it be a new job, whether it be to live holy. Because some of you in here, listen, living holy is a pursuit. You gotta run that thing. You gotta run that race. And sometimes those cycles come back to visit you, but the Lord said, I am doing war on those soul ties. I'm doing war on your mistakes. I'm doing war on your past. I am setting you free from your heartache. We pursue. We pursue. We pursue. We pursue. Just say it. We pursue. We pursue. We pursue. Oh, we pursue. Oh, we say we pursue. Everything the enemy thought he stole. We pursue. Everything the enemy he thought he stole it. We pursue. We're going to the enemy's camp and taking back what belongs to us. Everything the Lord has said is ours. We pursue. We pursue. Oh God, we pursue. We pursue. We pursue. For it is ours. It is ours. Hey, it is ours. It is ours. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. It is ours. It is ours. It is ours. It is ours. Everything the Lord has set for us. It is ours. It is ours. It is ours. It is ours. It's ours. It is ours. Oh Lord, it is ours. It is ours. Our health is ours. Our house is ours. Our money is ours. Our sanity is ours. Every demonic force that tries to set themselves against your mind, it's your mind. It's your mind. It's your thinking. It's your thoughts. It's yours. It belongs to you. No depression has no hold over you. No suicide has no hold over you. No sin has no hold over you. It is ours. 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 Now make it personal. Say it is mine. It is mine. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It is mine. Oh, some of you have not said that in a long time. It is mine. But the Lord says you need to start taking ownership of what's yours. It is mine. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It is mine. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It is mine. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It is mine. It's yours. It's yours. It's it is mine. It is mine. It is mine. It is mine. The lady that just sang a few minutes ago, the black shirt back there, you see me? As she was singing, and I've seen this on a few people in my life, but I've seen this on you. The Lord is taking a gold bowl and He's pouring oil. He's refilling you from all the heartache and pain that you went through over the last 5 years. The Lord says, I'm repaying you for all of your commitment and all of your faithfulness. Everything you've done is not in vain. Everything you've done was in proof that you serve me. And so I am gifting you with more anointing, shifting anointing, changing anointing, transforming anointing. We're going to shift a little bit real quick. But here's what I want you to do as an act of prophetic gesture. During this song, and I don't know who all of the members of this church are, but everybody's a member tonight, so we're just going to take this in, okay? Travelers, we're going to actually travel around this room. And we're going to take territory from the altar all the way to the back door. If you need to open those doors to take oil from the front door, we're going to do that because this is the Lord's house. We're declaring that this belongs to the Lord. Hey, get out of your seat, jump around, and clap your hands.
Unto our King, yes.
I will sing praises unto our King.
to the altar. Come on to the altar. Come on to the altar. We're gonna do this together. I want you to hold hands with the person next to you. This is especially for you. You've been standing on the front line by yourself, looking from left to right, trying to find a friend, and can't find one. That's on the level that you're on. And it's a lonely place. But we're here to be on the front line with you. To declare this altar holy because of your commitment and your obedience. So on the count of 3, the musicians, I want y'all to go crazy. We're gonna let the devil know whose house this is. On the count of 3, we're gonna jump until the earth quakes, until the earth feels the glory of our Lord, the weight of our Lord. We are going to let the devil know he has no place here. The power of God is here. The oil of God is here. The glory of God is here. 1, 2, 3. trying to stunt the flow of the Spirit in here. The person isn't here right now. I would have seen him already. The person isn't here. But what we're going to do, we're going to let, don't you worry. You thought that it was going to kill you. You thought that you were by yourself, that you were praying against an entity that was stronger than you. But the Lord says, I am within you, so I am greater than the world. Greater than any witchcraft, greater than any manipulation, greater than any warlock. I'm stronger by the blood that I shed on my cross, and I called you to see into the Spirit and shoot arrows of deliverance in this house. Jesus. All right. This next shout is going to break the curse of that witch that tried to stop the flow of worship in here. You will worship in spirit and in truth. You will worship in freedom. You will worship in liberty. But where the Spirit of the Lord is, 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 where the Spirit of
marked him as a young warrior. Here come a sword. I've marked you as a young warrior. You shall be one of my people's leaders. Ha-ha. Ha-ha. Nisakaya Nesko. Namaso. Unamasirebe. Unamaswande. Uh-huh. Yes, Lord, I heard you. Declare deliverance.
There is a great anointing on your life that's somewhat of a standard that you set over your house. You don't compromise based off of trying to draw people, trying to be popular, trying to be famous. You pastor to grow people towards Christ, almost like a military leader. And sometimes you can come off hard to your people, you can be very cutting, and they get offended. They're like, why are you just saying it to me like that? But it's because the heart the Lord gave you was to build up an army in this area. He would not have commissioned you here unless he gave you a plan. And part of the plan is to build an army that will then shift the climate of this region. There is almost spiritual heaviness on this area that blocks people from actually entering the Holy of Holies. They pause because either they feel shame or they feel like this is all just a game and they just play and they don't think this is actually real. But the Lord placed you here because you're going to crack and change the hearts of the people around this area. And part of your anointing is very prophetic as well. And though you haven't fully tapped into that, the Lord says, I have a wide open space for you in that area. Why? Because I need you to know the hearts of your people so that you can bring correction. You need to begin to walk in that area and not be afraid of what you might see. Even the fake ones that are surrounding you. The ones who says, I'm going to help you build your church. They're lying. They're lying. They're there to feed off of your anointing. They see the gift, and so they're drawn like moths to a flame. The Lord says, I'm raising you up to be a general, to be a military force. Expansion is coming, but you must still walk that line and that standard without shifting off course. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of the people that may leave. there's a standard that you're going to gain. It's not about, oh, holiness is all white and holiness is that. No, you just want real life holiness, so when people go home, they're living right. And when they come here, they can serve with clean hands and a pure heart. That's what you're looking for. You don't care what they're wearing, as long as they're holy. And the Lord says, because of that compassion and that heart that you have for my law, I will expand your territory and pour more anointing on you than you've already had with time and experience. And let you be patient. Be patient. Do not make any sudden decisions without seeking Him first and having everyone in your household fast. Everyone in the household. I'm not talking about your home. In the household. Fast at the same time before you make a decision. The Lord has greatness for you. Greatness. My God. Ooh, Jesus. I hope this experience is leaving people changed and set free. Expecting more from God. The Lord is trying to deepen the well of His people, so He can pour more water into them, so you can be flowing rivers of life. Flowing. There should be a deepness to your well. Do not be afraid of the depths. And I know there's some other churches that are here. All the other churches that are here, that includes you too. You need to go home and change the atmosphere and the standard you have for your house. Deepen the well. Deepen the well of prayer. Deepen the well of your word reading. Pray. Actually have prayer. For hours. It's okay. It's not hard. If you have something to pray about, if you got the Holy Ghost, you always got something to pray about. Well, be ready for the shift.